Let me show you a quiet, peaceful place that you may not want to leave. The channel is riding right up there today in the north central part of Oklahoma. I read about a trail up here that wanders through a salty, marshy area. It's found in Salt Plains State Park, and it's a haven for both shorebirds and bird watchers. And this gravel road should take us to the trailhead. Salt Plains State Park surrounds the Great Salt Plains Lake, a shallow, hypersaline remnant of an ancient inland sea. And today we'll walk the Sandpiper Trail to see what's out there. And let me tell you, this environment looks very out of place here on the grassy plains. If I didn't know better, I'd say that we were down on the Texas Gulf Coast. The trail winds through sparse salt flat vegetation and low dunes, and takes visitors past glistening salt crust and shallow brine pools. This wet, salty spot is said to attract thousands of migrating birds in the spring and fall. If you're into shorebird spotting and want to save yourself a trip to the ocean, this may be your spot. If you want to explore this trail, bypass the main park entrance and head up to the north border of the park on State Highway 11. Signs will point you to this gravel road and to the trailhead. But now it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. Enid is just a little way to the south, and hopefully I can make it there before I collapse from starvation. Well, here's the sign for Enid, and I'm heading to a restaurant just ahead. It was recommended to me to visit Sandy's Tacos the very next time I was in Enid. So I plan to get some of their tacos, pack them in a saddlebag, and find a pretty little spot to eat them. Sandy's is evidently an Enid institution, and the food here is supposed to be legendary. But how well will it do after spending some time in the hard luggage of a moving adventure bike?
We are in Enid, Oklahoma. We had a great visit up to Salt Plains State Park. Got to see the lake. It was beautiful. That Sandpiper Trail was just remarkable. Before leaving town, we wanted to get a bite to eat, and I'd heard over and over again about a place called Sandy's Tacos in the very south end of Enid. And so I just stopped by there, came down here to the park down the street, and this is what we have. We have carnitas and barbacoa and chicken and some flan for dessert. So let's see how they stood up to the ride in the saddlebags, and we'll see how they taste. Well, they're just wonderful. you're ever out riding around Enid, you're going to stop at Sandy's Tacos. It's easy to find. I'm sure it would be great eating there in the restaurant. Oh boy, coming out here and eating outdoors in a beautiful scenic place like this just makes it even taste better. So, thanks for coming with us on our ride today. Saddlebag Takeout, big success. We're in Enid. Thanks for coming along with us.
Well, thanks for joining us on the Salt Plains and for a saddlebag lunch in Enid. If you want to do this again, join us next week when we hunt for an old bridge and then sample a sandwich from Eskimo Joe's in Stillwater. If you like this kind of stuff, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We really appreciate you spending time with us today and look forward to seeing you again next week.